Horny Goat is back, and we're playing Edith. What remains of Edith Finch? I've got Gina J and Bobbit on the line here, and if you guys remember, the last thing we saw was Calvin going to infinity and beyond.
Fucking weird.
So far through our family tree, we know that Molly died. I don't know how. She also became a cat and a shark, and she was 10 years old. Calvin launched himself into the rocks, and he was also in love with being a spaceman. And we're Edith, I think, right? From what we have gathered.
I think so.
But we're like the second coming of Edith, I assume.
Yeah, there's so many members of this family I can't fucking keep up anymore.
Oh, what is this? Okay, let's put this back. Okay. Alright, so that was informative.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Okay, like, I feel that if you had twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were sharing the same room, and one of them died, I feel like I would not make my child stay
Mom
in
said
that
Grandpa
same
Sam
room.
enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh. So, Grandpa Sam, which is this guy, enlisted at 18. But for, what? 10 years of his life, he lived in this room. Think about that.
Yeah.
That is a horrible fate for this child.
Yes.
How do we,
Get out?
Do that. We're kind of fused in here. How did I get in here?
Oh, that little cubbyhole thing. Wait, what is that?
Ooh, what is that?
Oh, no, never mind.
Okay, I guess I don't want to touch it. Oh, what is this?
It's another secret passageway.
Who built this and why? Okay, here we go. Moving on up to the east side.
I feel like this family is hiding a lot of secrets.
Everything seems like a secret, and an elaborate secret too.
Right?
But I feel like that's like punishment beyond punishment for poor old Sam. Fuck, no
I feel
wonder
like-
why
like
he
The
was sick,
passages
man.
were a pretty tight fit.
Yeah.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay, so we can go left here, which looks like we go back to the main area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right goes to that. I'm just gonna open
What
this.
is that?
I'm just gonna open this so that we can get in and out, but I'm not gonna go through it.
If we need a quick escape, you mean?
You never know. That's creepy.
That is
Milton.
super fucking creepy. What is it?
No, this looks familiar.
This is Barbara's room, isn't it?
Growing up,
No.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
She was Bigfoot and me. Okay, look, she had a guitar, swan lake. Like I love look at her door. Someone went to the effort of painting her door like a Hollywood set. Bigfoot.
On the inside of her door, nonetheless. Like, does she
know.
not remember her name?
Look, she had her own doll. And
Okay,
she
so she
won
was big.
awards.
So she was big time.
She's big time.
Big time.
Big time.
This family room.
Big time.
That's creepy. The Hollywood workout. How old was this kid? Okay, so
High
I thought
five.
about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Afterwards, what?
Mm-hmm.
The cliffhangers in this game are ridiculous.
But what also kills me is like everything looked like the people in this house were just like absorbed, and everything was
Right.
left the way they left them. Because look at this, they
I-
would leave this shit out here like this.
But-
Why
but
did she have
does that
cigarettes
cake
and a
say
birthday
something?
cake? I don't understand.
Oh, happy birthday. Never mind.
But like cigarettes, I mean, they painted her as a child, right? Oh God,
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't say how old she was when she died. I mean,
Barbara. Maybe she was a kid that just gotten smoking. I don't know.
hey, yeah, there she is, right there.
Kids,
She's not a
kids
kid
smoke
anymore.
too.
Dreadful
Of
stories.
all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
All right, let's see what's that. Oh God, this is scary. Old.
Hey, this
Jack
is about
here.
her death.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
Surprise.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
Okay.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh, God.
Good lord.
I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the
Jesus.
emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that.
This guy's
Why
an
is
asshole.
your basement door locked?
Yeah.
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
That's kind
There's
of
a key
weird.
hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding
Okay, remember that.
until finally the key pops out.
Oh,
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So
Good.
Barbara
That
went
guy.
to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Super creepy.
what's this? Friday the
What
13th
is this fucking
music?
She found
sci-fi
Rick's
bullshit?
crutch and imagined the worst.
Yeah, you gotta use that shit. I'm not ready for this. I am not
Sounds
good
like
with
some
scariness.
fucking X-Files bullshit.
I am not good with scary movies. Actually, I'm
Alright,
scared.
where
Okay, there's a bloody hand.
where the hell is the Jason at?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What?
That's
Impaled and
Halloween.
ate
He
them.
impaled and then ate them? Eh. Oh no, he's in the fridge.
He's in the fridge.
Rattled and grew still.
Where's Michael Myers?
He's in the fridge.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Fucking swing the crutch.
Rick?
I did.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help
Why
you
does he have a
find your
list?
scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
Yep,
She
that's what I
threw
would do
him
too.
out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
His testicles.
Have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding
His
it when she
testicles.
fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Who
Hours
wrote this
later,
comic book? Because
I don't know.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter's gonna be dead.
don't worry, I still got a crutch.
No, I'm pretty sure that Walter's gonna be a good guy in NXT UK in the future.
I hate you. Oh god. Not my skate. I had a future in roller derby. Open.
Walter, are you there?
Ah! I care for your child.
vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Okay,
I
come on.
returned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Bitch.
He was quite smashing. This is the worst fucking comic ever.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's got to be another way out of here.
Yep, there is. And I see it. Ass,
She played her part beautifully.
Oh, not Molly's room. This place is creepy.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Okay. Bitch.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
This is a really gay comic.
I've been currently enjoying it. Oh,
Yep,
he
he's
disappeared.
gone.
Look, of course.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was
Sexual groans. Oh, the door's wrong.
Ding dong.
Guess you gotta open the door. Books.
I mean, would you not be fucking screaming if there was somebody at your door and there was a fucking murderous
They're nice enough
bookman?
to- They're nice enough to knock. They're
at the
dumb.
door. She heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Okay, come on. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh dear.
It's a Brazzers video. This is the. That is the worst thing ever to do somebody.
Had come to surprise
Yeah, this is horrible.
How did the guy live?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Gang bang.
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
I am very confused.
Did they rape her to death? I don't understand.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste
Okay, this
for
is the gayest
stardom.
fucking comic ever.
It's kind of like
So
Tales
did
from
her
the Crypt.
fans.
Do you get that feeling?
Yeah,
Of
except
course, the police
really
blamed
shitty.
it all
Tales from
on
the Crypt was
poor
kind of
Rick.
shitty.
No, it wasn't. Tales from the Crypt was awesome.
No, you just
And
rose-colored
little
glasses.
Walter, hiding under his
God,
bed
it looks like
the
me.
whole time.
You're
It
little
was
Walter.
all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
That is. What?
Ew.
That's what I call a real eerie tale.
Yeah, he's definitely a play on Tales from the Crypt. Come on.
Yeah.
But
Definitely
like,
with the
and
laugh, yup.
It was done very close to how Tales from the Crypt did shit. But what the fuck did I just partake in?
Why would the mom say that?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
What? Edie is definitely not right. If the happy ending was my daughter's ear in a fucking box. Barb Street. Okay. So we know now that we can,
Open the music box.
go, oh no, this is where we came from.
Wait, are we going in there?
No, this is
Looks
where we
like a
came
fucking
from.
coffin.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Oh, yeah, it's just too much. Okay, let's, oh, we can't. We have to go that way because we can't get out of the fucking locked doors.
I guess now I know
Yeah.
why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because the music box holds secrets. We still haven't gone upstairs, but I say we go to the music box. What do you guys think?
I think.
Wait, why did everything go quiet on me?
Can you hear me?
I can, but you're quiet.
Well, it's weird because it like flashed off for a second and then I lost all sound.
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's all good.
I can't hear shit for sound.
You can't hear anything?
No.
Maybe leave Skype and rejoin.
Right back.
We're gonna wait on Gina while I drink this beer. Bobbitt, can you hear anything? Alright, Bobbitt. See how it is. I fucking see how it is, Bobbitt. Fucking Bobbitt. I would definitely have sex with the mom, though. I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty attractive. I don't know if she was just... Huh?
Yeah, I still have no sound.
You have no sound? How is that possible?
I have no idea.
Let me do this. Maybe I can fix it.
Yeah, man, I can hear you, but I can't hear the game. Bobbitt, can you hear anything?
Bobbitt's non-responsive. Can you hear it now?
Nice. No.
Well, it's not really making much sound right now.
It doesn't matter.
What about this? I can't... Do you hear that?
I can hear it turning a little bit, yeah.
Do you
Oh,
hear
God,
it?
I can hear myself.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
Along with me.
So we keep rotating, right? To get the key?
Yeah.
Maybe your echo will go away. Anyways, we got the key. We're going into the basement. Basement is never a good place, is it?
No, it's not.
I feel like death awaits us down here.
I mean, luckily, so far we've heard like really creepy tales, but like nothing has come out and spooked us.
Where did we see this before? Did we see this before? Am I just...
I don't remember seeing this
having-
before,
having
other than
deja
in the
vu?
comic.
All right. We've got a little child seat. Snug tight. The saw that fucked that guy's arm up. I can't hear it either.
I mean, I can hear it, but it's really low.
Yeah, same. Hold on. I'm gonna stop it here. Hey guys, Canadian Basement here. I just wanted to apologize when recording this next part of Edith Finch. There was an error with the audio and my voice is not recorded. You can still hear Gina on the call and you can hear the game itself and whoever else is on the call with us at the time. But you will not hear me during this portion. Again, I do apologize. Fuck for you. Hold on. Let me increase it a little bit. So, like, I can't see much anyway, but...
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can
thought
see.
maybe she was hiding presents.
Pretty good.
She was hiding body parts.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What is that?
It's another door.
Held open by a can?
I can't
apparently?
see anything. Oh, it's a cave system? What the fuck is
Okay,
this?
what
Mom
the
wants to know
fuck?
Walter had gone.
Walter, is that the... Wait, hold on.
That's the brother.
Hold on. Walter is not the one that died, though, right?
No, Walter is her uncle. That was, Sam's son, I believe.
Milton died.
She said
right?
after Barbara died, he got as
No,
far
Milton
away as
went
he could.
missing, and Calvin died. Calvin's the one that swung off the cliff.
Milton, 19... Okay, so Milton lasted for a while. Till 2003. But, I mean,
But Milton is her brother.
Okay,
That's the one
yeah.
that went missing, and then he turned up dead.
Okay, so Walter is back in 1952.
Yeah, Walter is her uncle.
Okay. Let's see. He made
If there's a
a
pattern
fallout
in all these
shelter.
stories,
Huh.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, there's a family curse, so it's like he was trying to like protect the family with
Goodbye,
the fallout
everyone.
shelter from the curse.
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
He was down in the
On
shelter
that
for
first
30
day,
years?
after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week.
In November of 1968, he decided that whatever he heard was enough.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
I feel like I'd never be able to be one of
Having a
these people.
schedule.
Yeah, me
living for
either.
today.
Because I feel like after a
I
while,
always expected to be dead tomorrow.
I feel like after a while, I would question
But if
what
you wait
happened
long enough,
upstairs.
you get used to
Holy
everything.
shit! Like, correct me. You just said 1960, right?
Well, it was 1960 something. This is definitely years later.
Later,
He said he was
right.
down there for 3 years. What? Maybe we're reading it wrong.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Why is he feeling all these shakes, though?
I don't know.
I'm very confused.
And why does he keep on eating peaches?
And then one day, everything just
2005.
stopped.
Look, he's got fucking liver spots on his hands and arms. Maybe that's what Edith has.
Maybe.
Oh no, the kid had that. Never mind.
Molly.
Whatever that thing
Oh,
was,
the measles.
it was gone.
No, I think it's just liver
Maybe you
spots.
got tired
Is that
waiting.
freckles?
No, that like thing that old
Or
people
maybe
get.
I just got tired of being afraid.
Thing that old people get. What is with all the
Liver
peaches? You would
spots.
think you would get. You would think you would get sick of
It's been a
peaches.
week now. The longest in 30 years.
I would never live down there for 30 years. I'd rather just accept the fate.
I'm done waiting.
Really? Now?
I have to leave.
I
Well, I
would have
still
left
can.
a long time ago. I'm sorry. But earthquakes don't mean the world up above is uninhabitable. I can't because there's a stool in my way. What is this? I have to leave while I still can, okay. Go
Whoa.
down to get up.
Why wouldn't you just come back the way you came in?
Everybody loves books in this fucking family. It's ridiculous. I guess like if you locked yourself into this type of shit and you were in the 60s, books are pretty much the only escape, right?
Well, not only that, but if you
I
think
know
about
it's
it,
out
even if
there
you would have to do
somewhere.
that, like in today's world, if it's a disaster, then you're gonna lose like
Whatever
TV
killed
and
Barbara.
stuff like that. You're gonna lose electricity, so books would be the only thing you
Whatever
would have.
killed Barbara. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like
Molly
and Molly.
and Calvin.
So everybody died, and he thinks it's like some sort
It's
of.
like a curse.
Well, I mean, hiding underground. This seems like a really
Well,
weird option.
Maybe
The
this
only
is
the
all a
only reason
mistake.
why I keep on saying that he's hiding from the family curse is because what was that guy's name? Ivan
I
or
need
whatever
to
his name
stop
was?
living
The
the
like
same
great
day.
grandpa?
Sven.
Even if it
Sven,
kills
there you
me.
go. No, not Sven, Sven's dad.
Oh, I don't know who that was.
He-
Igbar? Or something?
Igbar,
Whatever's
there you go.
out
Like
there.
he had
I want you to
said
know.
something
I think
about there
Igbar's
being
an actual
I'm ready
person.
for it.
but well whatever, the great great grandfather had said something about there being a family
Especially with
curse.
food.
But why did this guy decide to live
I don't mind
underground?
if I only have a year left.
Hiding from the curse.
No, that's fucking weird.
Or a single
I mean,
week.
where's this train that the tracks are for?
I'd be happy.
It's not a real train anymore. I'd be happy with a new day.
I can
So,
already imagine the sun on my face.
and he got hit
Train.
by a train. What?
Told you.
I'm very confused. Where's the train going?
I don't know, but I fucking told you he was gonna hit by a train.
I feel like Walter made some mistakes.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom
When he
never
was
told me he
6?
was down here.
Why was he down there?
He wasn't. Her mom told her that he was.
No, she said I can never understand why my mom didn't tell me he was down there. Didn't she say that?
No, she said Walter died when he was 6. I can't believe my mom told me he was down here. So the mom was like making it up in her head
Okay,
that
I
he
am
was down there.
thoroughly
I'm
confused.
sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh my god, we gotta go back into his fucking hole. All right, Walter, let's go.
Watch out for the train.
But he's still in the house. He's not even hidden anywhere. Like, oh no, we're underground.
But I don't think that he was actually there.
But look, it's
Because-
like it's a fake real world that he's looking at. That's a picture. Oh man, I think I've often imagined like living in a bunker is like probably the worst fucking thing in the world. It's like never being able
Maybe
to
she was
see,
afraid
like,
I'd end up
fresh
like
air.
Walter.
Never being able to see like the actual sky and fresh air would be horrible.
Right?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
He lived there. He lived under their house.
Okay, so
I can only
so
imagine
she
what
thought
else
that
she
he
was
died when
hiding.
he was 6.
I
But then
think-
here he was hiding under the house.
I think she started to realize he was alive when she was 6 because he's not. He's back in the past. It was probably like when like the
I don't want to make the same
scare
mistakes
of
she
nuclear
made.
bombing happened.
I'm so confused.
I mean,
right now.
you remember in the U.S. like there was scare of
Yeah,
nuclear
yeah,
warfare, and there's no way that would like the guy wouldn't go under here without any other
Trying to
reason.
bury something that's still alive.
Oh god.
Now that there's
God.
only one of us left, or maybe 2.
Maybe 2. Who's left?
I have no idea.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Okay, so
and
we're
found out what happened to everyone else.
Edie or Edith Finch.
But now
I don't know
I'm
who
worried
we
the
are.
stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We
Family
made
curse.
it real.
Yeah, there's the effigy to Walter. That's a terrible life for Walter. Everybody has had an absolutely terrible life
Where
in
the
this story.
fuck does this train go?
Atlantis. Everybody in this family
I
has
don't know
had
if I
a
should even be writing
terrible
this.
life.
Yeah, agreed.
Look at the chair.
Holy shit, Bob's alive.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I've always been alive.
We were talking to you, dude, and you were not responding.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh, I had to go do something.
Wait, I thought you should know about your family. Do you think she's like mother?
And
Or
the
like
history
pregnant?
we're part of.
I think she's a mother. Or she's
Though to
adopted.
be honest, I feel as lost as you
I'm a mother
probably
who
do
wants to
right
have
now.
a good time.
Wait, isn't she only like 17 herself?
I have no idea how old she is.
I thought it said at the beginning that she was
I
17.
think the people in these stories believed them.
Yeah, it did say she
For
was
what that's worth.
Well, whatever. She can be a mother. So.
She's only 17.
Okay, so there's nothing going on here.
What?
They still have electricity, which is nice. I feel like I would love to live here if it wasn't for
too.
the horrible fucking fate of the whole family.
You know what? You know what? That's why you bring a priest in to cleanse the shit, okay?
Look at the
Like,
house. That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. Here we go. Open sesame. Can I close it? No, we'll leave it open for all the ghosts. Okay, so we went through the doggy door originally. Apparently, we have to go this. I can't see anything.
you have to go back through the doggy door again, I think.
They got a lot of potting mix.
Doggy door equals doggy
I
6.
don't think we can go this way.
Yes, you can.
What? I feel like
It's
we
gonna
to-
have wheel basement. Wheel.
Can
Okay.
you, like, Around the fence?
But how?
I think we've been
Walking?
surrounded by
Okay.
death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That sounds very, very terrible.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, that's a little fucking weird.
Yeah, I guess we gotta go back down.
Okay.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human
She has a
one.
huge cock.
Okay, so
3
we've
of
got
the
this.
gerbils were mine.
That's a lot of fucking
2 had
pets.
been my fault.
They had a lot of birds. They don't live very long. Why did some
Birds
of them
live,
only get like?
a while.
Well, why did only some of them get like these little things? Lucy, solid. Dougie, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco. Coco has to be a bird in my mind.
Or a dog.
Yeah, most of these are birds and snakes. Then over here we got Shadow, which I'm pretty sure has to be a dog. Christopher, and the rest are people. Why is this dog?
No.
No,
Look
cat.
up. Look
Cat.
up on top.
Cat, fish, dog, rabbit.
Bunny.
Who's Shatsy?
I'm assuming that's a dog.
Bailey. It's a frog.
A big ass fucking thing for
Sven
a frog.
built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Hey,
Cemetery.
the frog was special, Gina. It was special.
Molly Finch, born December 11th, 1937, died. She was 10 years old, and she's got a sleeping
Cat.
half cat. Rocket ship. Oh, it's Calvin. Yeah, he only lived to be 11. That's fucking horrible, really.
But we have 10 and 11.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
Sven-
why would you mark that? If he died of a fucking saw, why would he? Oh my god.
That was just telltale sign. He lived until he was what, 43
Looks like it.
or 4?
50, 53.
54, 54.
53
Oh
or
my God. My
51.
math is terrible.
I don't know.
He lived until he was dead. How about that?
He was 51.
Edie Finch, born
He
April.
lived
49.
until he was dead.
She lived forever. First of all. Hub Kanafadiga. Okay, I understand that.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. We're both really bad at math. Like we're all really bad at math because that guy was in his 40s when he died.
Hey, let's just not talk about it anymore. Walter Finch, born 26, 1952, died 2005, and he's got a gaping asshole. All right. Oh, who's this?
Wait.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Oh yeah, poor Barbara. She was young, 16 years old. She died of a sudden onslaught of
I'm sure
monsters
Odin's
killing
monument
her.
had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
This is fucking wrong. It's boat people looking up to.
Man on a
She could
house.
see it poking
On
out
a
of the
boat.
water at low tide.
Oh my gosh, that's his house.
A
That's the
banana boat?
original house.
Oh,
Look.
shit. And
What
it's
was
red.
that?
It's a gleaming red. I had to sneeze. Oh, we
Oh,
can
go
look
look
at
at
it.
the
We
thingy.
can look at it. We can look at it. We can look at it. What? Can I
Why
clean
is
the
it
lens?
like? Why is it like glowing?
Can I clean the lens?
Don't think so.
Oh, I know.
Edie
Why is
said
it, like,
she dreamed about
glowing?
the old house
It's got a
every
ding.
night.
Oh, that thingy. It's a dinghy.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
In where I live, the house would have been listed at $1.5 million.
Tap under the sea. Under the sea.
Under the she. Under the she. Okay. This is fucked.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
But why?
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Okay.
Wait, what are those? Go back.
Oh yeah, true.
Her
Gregory
dad had been pretty
French.
strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers.
He lived
She was
1
just
year?
trying to do better.
He lived 1 year.
Okay, and then the other brother was.
He lived 33 years.
Okay.
And he lived until he was dead.
Like 10 in the teens.
Yeah, it's not good. This whole family is...
She lost 2 of her brothers, just
Sanjay.
like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay.
Why is Sanjay Kumar? It seems like out of place.
Sanjay Kumar was adopted, okay?
Everybody else is named Finch. Sanjay has to have a storyline. I'm waiting for that storyline. Sanjay!
I mean, Sanjay had to have been adopted.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come
What,
back
for you to be
someday
fucking confused as shit?
and find everything out for myself.
Ooh, red wagon.
Baby.
Yeah, let's
Treehouse.
stop this.
I mean, for this shit being by the sea and nobody taking care of it for years, it sure is pretty durable.
I mean, it's wood.
I mean, okay, this is pretty
Looking
fucking.
back on it now,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this treehouse is pretty awesome.
This is a fucking cool treehouse.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I
I
agree.
never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
We gotta, like,
Oh, wait.
jump?
Oh, so she definitely has a kid. Right?
Oh, 22. She's 22 weeks pregnant.
No, she said I would. Is she 22 weeks pregnant now?
She said
She's
that I
pregnant
definitely.
now?
Yes, she said I definitely wouldn't have came when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Wait. 4, 8, 12. Okay. I still didn't figure it out.
It's a little over 5 months pregnant, basement.
God damn.
I never met Grandpa Sam.
5.5 months
I think
pregnant.
he and my mom had a lot in common.
That's where they got the birds. Alright, what's in that? Propane accessories. Alright.
They were both pretty intense.
Holy bear. Basement, what did they do to you?
I am deflated. Alright, let's see what they got going on here. Goose, Canadian goose, even. U.S. Marines. Sam.
It's
This
Sam.
is Sam. This is what he became. That's fucking
But-
cool
but
that you get to
I
see
thought that,
that.
but I thought that Sam was only like fucking. Oh wait, 1980 to 1983. Wait, what? Or is that
What?
1960?
No, he lived his whole life. He lived his whole life until he was
Look,
here.
go back down once though. Look down. No. Look
No,
down.
I can do this. Hold on. I can't do that.
Look, okay. No.
Sam, 1950 to 1983.
Okay, so that said
So he was
1950. Never mind.
33, and he looked like
He's 33 and he looked like that.
Holy fuck, Sam! The world did not treat you right.
Did not age well.
Yeah, it was great. But look at
They
him
even
there.
got his wedding
Look at him.
ring.
Actually, he looks kind of the right age there in that picture. Like the real picture.
Yeah, the real picture, but not the other picture. He looks like a woman in the real picture.
Stop saying these things about Sam. Oh god. Selfie.
Why is it glowing? What the fuck is that?
That's a picture of his wife. And that's the what?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
What's happening? Can I zoom in or something?
Am I
Okay.
gonna have to shoot
I can't
anything?
see anything.
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Oh, hey.
What?
Don.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Wait, she's
Please
a
just take the
whiny
damn
little bitch,
picture.
isn't she?
Hey, language.
Language. Don.
Wait, is
I will
Dawn,
never
is
forget
that
this
his
weekend,
wife or
Dad.
his
Look at her.
daughter?
That's the
I
spirit.
think it's his wife.
Okay, got
His
it.
wife.
She has a really big
I'm
head.
gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
That's a kid.
Ooh. Birdie.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up.
Yeah. Okay.
Told you.
Ugh. Feel a bit awkward now. Oh, What am I supposed
Why are you taking pictures of rocks?
What am I supposed to take a picture of?
No. Turn around and get a picture of him. Maybe.
I can't.
Dicks.
I can't selfie. This is before selfie age.
Oh, you get a picture
Where
of
are
your
all
dad.
the dicks? Maybe this island.
Well, you gotta find the dicks basement.
That seems like the only focal point, though. Okay, let's take a picture of this. Beautiful. I'm a photographer.
Even though none of them are fucking like focused.
Hey, don't judge. I don't understand what we're supposed to take a picture of. Really.
Can you zoom in on the island anymore?
This island seems like it's right for the picture.
Is that as like close as you can get?
Yeah, it's got a little penis. Maybe go here. Okay, maybe over here. Maybe I can take pictures of everything. Fuck! Fuck! Okay, there's got to be something I'm missing here. Maybe this. Rocks.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, here we go. I had a walking stick. Oh, here we go.
Is he peeing?
Yep.
That's a keeper.
Who is that?
That's him.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff. If you
Why do I
survive.
feel like he's gonna die on
I'll
this
be
camping
fine,
trip?
Dad.
You know who
feel
else
like
thought he was
he's
gonna be
already
fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Oh, I'm Dawn.
No shit.
Hey.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
I'm taking a picture of
Your grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
I feel like I'm going blind. Wait, what was that? What was that?
We found an old log. Good eyes, Don.
Dad, you have such nice blonde hair. Let me take pictures of you. It's the beginning of the porn video.
I feel like
What's this say? No. Poems by Dad.
I feel like maybe you're supposed to be taking pictures of birds because he said when he took a picture of the bird, he said "Good job, Dawn."
I don't even know anymore what I'm supposed to take pictures of. Let's go back to the bird.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, that's the shit right there.
Before
Okay.
you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
I'll take a picture. Oh god.
Dad,
Look at her.
I
Just move.
Got him!
Let me get behind you.
I'm gonna shoot her dad.
I have to do this.
Don,
Don't worry,
you
Don.
don't have to do anything. If you
Oh.
want to survive, you need to be strong.
I feel like hunting is something I wouldn't be down with.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my son already
Now keep
he
your chin
tried
straight up,
hunting
elbows down.
and he cannot shoot an animal. Like he will not do it.
I mean, I could, but I wouldn't want to. I feel like I'd have.
Let me
multiple-
rephrase this. Like if Austin had to, then he could. But if he doesn't have to, then he's not going to.
Great shot, Don.
I don't want to immortalize that. Holy
Whoa.
fuck, Hulk Hogan.
Whoa!
Hulkamania running wild. Oh, look at her. See? That is exactly how I would feel.
I'm proud of you, Don.
Yep.
Always remember that, okay?
Who's taking these pictures?
She's fucking crying. Jesus.
That's because there's no need for that.
Fan asses, basement.
Sorry,
Fan
Don. Just
asses.
gotta reset the timer.
You don't. Hulk Hogan. You don't kill an animal for no reason.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna get into your shot, dude.
I'm a blurred face, brother. And also, oh, wait, I'm him. Oh shit! Yeah, come in.
All right, give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
But Gina,
Hang on, kiddo. Just
what?
trying to get a shot of the
That's
two of us together.
That is not the picture anybody wanted.
What?
I'm coming, girl. Stop.
I'll be right back.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Is that how he died?
Yeah.
That's how he died.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told
Yeah.
me.
That is how Sam died. That is fucked. Yeah, look at it even more.
I know, right?
Oh, I see my pregnant belly. I'm wearing chainmail. I think I might be Scott Snyder's daughter. Ooh, what's this?
Do you have a fat ass?
Fat asses. Okay, hold on. I gotta pee really badly too, I'm not gonna lie. So for a second, I'm just gonna stand here looking at this picture. But we'll wait for Gina to get back.
Okay.
So I can tell her the truth of what happened.
Okay.
Okay, so Gina.
Yes.
I went up there to take a picture with my daughter, and the buck was still alive, and it threw me off the cliff.
Oh my god, dude. That's what you get.
That's what happened to
Sam.
Uncle Sam. Great uncle? I don't know. But then I also opened this like secret door
Secret doors.
filled with blue atmosphere.
This house is like filled with fucking secret doors.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I feel like he shouldn't have been there. That's creepy as fuck, first of all.
Whoa.
How do I open this door?
Wait.
Nope. We're going in.
Okay,
Wait.
Gregory. I couldn't tell what the name was. And this cheese stick tastes like
Okay,
ass.
who did this? Who put
I don't
his
know, but they
wood
deserve to be
sculp-
smacked.
Who put his wood sculpture in his bed? A bunch of fucking candlesticks. This family is cursed, is all I'm gonna say. Let's read
This family's creepy.
Yeah, creepy and cursed. Okay, here we go.
Is that his death certificate?
No, it looks like divorce
Dear
papers.
Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I'm a child now. Frogs! Where's the penis?
By your
Where's my
fucking
penis?
genitals. Jesus.
Where's my penis? Oh god.
Why is he trying to get the dog or the frog dog?
Listen, I'm
The
gender
frog
I'm
like, eat
gender
his penis.
I'm gender fluid. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Like not having a penis?
I'm a frog now. Okay.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to.
Oh, she's gonna drown. He's gonna drown.
How big is this bathtub?
Hello?
He's gonna drown. He's gonna drown.
Gregory S. Yeah. What am I supposed to do here? Grab these things?
What his world was like.
Huh?
I don't know what's happening, man.
I think this kid is on LSD. Like,
He's not alone.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
wait, so this is Sam's
Lost
son?
in his imagination.
I don't know who this is. Gregory. I don't know
Well,
who Gregory is. He only lived for like 1 year. He
it's
died as a
Sam-
child. Which
It's
is
Sam's son
Gregory
because
was
she
his son.
just said on the phone, I don't want to do something, Sam. And plus on top of that, he just said that he reminded him so much of Calvin.
I feel like
he's gonna die in the bathtub somehow.
Oh no, please.
Because the mother left him unattended.
What do I do? I don't understand. I'm a
That
frog.
music is not fitting at all.
I don't know. Like, pull the plug? You pull the plug?
I don't know what to do. Whatever it was he saw. So maybe we just swim into his penis. Baby! Yeah. Okay.
It sure made him happy.
Oh! Alright. There's nothing. Tiffany's in the bathroom now.
Oh, God.
I don't know what I'm
maybe
supposed
make
to
the
do.
frog jump out of the tub. Can you do that?
Maybe. Oh! Okay, I kind of see what I need to do here. I need to get on the whale. And BAM! Bitch! And then BAM! Bitch!
Slipping away.
What? Why did things
about
get
that, Gregory.
all of a sudden horribly real?
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
Sam's on the phone.
Oh.
Hold on, I don't want Grace
She
to
just
hear
pulled the phone. She just pulled the plug, and now the baby's in there with barely any water.
Eh.
I wish you could have told us.
Oh. And he drowns. Oh, this is so fucking horrible, man.
I told you.
This is
he was-
absolutely terrible. That's a really fast bathroom. I'm gonna stay up here and live.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Oh no, I'm a frog now. What is
About everything.
happening?
That's why you don't leave your kids unattended in the bathtub.
But I know what happened. It wasn't your fault.
How's it not this bitch's fault?
It's definitely her fault, and it's his fault. But they're both at fault.
I'm sure he's happy.
Can you like not go to the surface?
I don't know if he's happy.
He's dead now.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. They got a divorce because of it. But I've heard like most people get a divorce when like there's
Child death.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it puts a lot of fucking
stress.
strain.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, Gregory with his frog. Well, he's dead now. Close this book up, and I don't want to be in this room anymore because fuck everything. Why does everybody share a room? First of all.
I don't know.
Oh my God, Gregory, I don't want to. Why do you have a locker? You're 1 year old.
Mhm.
Who slept here?
I don't know, but Dawn.
Dawn. We know nothing about her.
Yeah, well, kind of. It's his other daughter. It's the daughter that he took hunting with him.
Yeah, but I guess she left after that. I don't know.
She must
Can't
have
imagine my
left
mom
because
writing poetry and yet.
Look, Gus has a mohawk. This is a badass over here. Before we can delve into him, I really
can't-
have
I
to pee. I'm not gonna lie.
okay, we'll go pee.
I'm gonna leave you here and try to make sense of that.
Okay. Raised flags, 7:30 a.m. Breakfast, 8 a.m. Quiet time, 11 p.m. Who the fuck? Like, these are children. What? Going to bed at 11? What the fuck? Okay. Duties done. Sweep and trash. Gus, mop and mow the yard. Greg, be a baby. Routine. Let's see here. What do we got for routine? Jump rope 100 times. Jesus Christ. Jumping jacks 150 times. Push-ups 100 times. Crunches 100 times. Run to something that I can't see at this moment. Christ, was this a drill sergeant? I feel like this is a drill sergeant. Then again, Sam was in the military, so that would
Oral
make sense.
surgeon.
I mean, Sam was in the military, so that would make sense if it was like a drill sergeant type routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. 100 crunches. That's a lot for kids. Jesus. I can barely scrunch out 5 crunches right now. So I'm feeling like Dawn went insane, and that's why she left. I think that's good. Owie! That hurt. Excuse me. So.
What was that?
That was my sneeze. That really hurt. So what do you think about this game so far, Bobbit?
Interesting.
It's got a good storyline to it. I'll give it that. A little on the fucking weird side, but... And
Hola.
Basement's back. Hola. So we've established that they had a very drill sergeant-like routine.
Okay, raise flag raise flag before you have breakfast. That's kind of weird.
And not only that, but look at the routine.
Yep. Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, run to the mailbox. That's what the last one was.
Look, they had a fucking climbing wall here.
Obstacle course. Oh, this looks sweet. Okay, wait, we gotta go back and Gus, though.
We gotta look at this. This
looks like some sort of weird fucking shrine.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Jesus, fuck.
That sounds absolutely horrible. What?
I mean, it's like these kids are like...
It's backwards.
I mean, these kids are like predicting their own deaths.
You're backwards.
A little weird.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Okay, this... Look, he's got one of those metal armbands. I'm so cool.
Ooh.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom with the words that I would.
Husband and wife. To make his bride.
What are the next words?
It's just like a whole lot of just searching for the next fucking words.
Totem.
I feel like I'm getting dizzy.
I am also. But like where? And how? Oh, what is that? Found him.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Okay.
Fuck you, father.
I feel like I would whoop my kid's ass if they did that to me.
I'm getting married. Fuck you, father. I'm flying my kite, bitch. I also don't see where we're supposed to go here.
Wait, what did that say back there?
Oh, back here it said.
Right
but
there.
Gus decided to just put up his middle finger.
Oh. I thought it disappeared after. Never mind, sorry.
Alright, you see anything else going on?
I see nothing.
Am I missing something here?
I don't know, but I'm super dizzy.
Yep, stay dizzy. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's above us completely. Thunderstorms. Nope. Okay,
I just keep on like banging it off of shit until it starts.
I'm super confused. Like, where are we supposed to go here? Have to do something with this?
The wind picked up, and panicked geese
Okay.
appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
All the humans?
Okay, go to the tent. Go to the tent.
I can't go inside the tent. It's not allowing me.
Fucking A. Game is like super complicated.
Maybe I'll find something if I keep looking around. Oh, here we go.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Is it a hurricane?
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry
Tornado.
But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Oh, I was turning a blind eye. Okay, well they all died.
Jesus.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam.
This is how he
But I
died?
didn't. Until we found you.
Oh, he died. He died on the beach. By the... Gus died on the beach. He was...
What he gets for being a fucking asshole.
Well, he was 13 years old.
Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Yeah, Gus is not a great name. I'm not gonna lie.
I have a guy that likes me named Gus.
He could be a cool guy. Who knows?
No, he's not.
He might be. Don't sell him short just because his name. Alright,
no.
house rules. Nope, it's John Cena. No playing outside without permission. No answering the door for strangers. No messes after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. They only had Gus, Don, and Gregory at this point. The rest were not alive. And they also had an emergency evacuation plan. If I ever lived in a house that had that on the wall, I'm pretty sure I might as well just shoot myself. Alright, let's...
Okay, obstacle course.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Okay, so Dawn moved up to the loft. That's why her
At
bed
the
was
time,
empty.
It was
I'm
as
doing
far
this
away
as
as
a
she could
pregnant
get.
woman. It's a skill. Duh.
Okay, so we know that Dawn is her mom.
Oh, this is Dawn? Or is this
Yes.
somebody else? Okay, so...
Well, what it says Dawn on the wall, basement.
Does it?
Right there.
Oh, it's written in hieroglyphics. I can't understand that. Oh, let's look at
She
this.
spent a
first.
summer building houses
Sanjay.
in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh. Oh! I'm intrigued. Sanjay looks like a nice guy. Dawn looks like a nice girl. I'm down with this. Oh, she's playing
India.
She's playing with African kids, and let's see what she's got to say. Oh, she seems different than the rest. Look, India, geography, bunch of 10 ways to
Mathematics.
teach critical thinking. Look at this.
We need that mathematics books.
I need more than that. Fly to India. She flew to India in 1987.
So was that when she died?
No, she's alive forever. Also, she loves the Holy
Religion was
Bible.
another thing
no,
my
she
mom
just
never talked
died.
About, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
She found religion
Yeah, so
after
her mom,
dad died.
her mom was the one that's Sam's daughter, and her mom was the one that was on the hunting trip when her dad died.
Yes, but she found religion after he died, and then when she got a little bit older, she was like, "I'm gonna experience the world. Fuck this shit. I'm going to India." And then she met Sanjay, who looks like a stand-up dude. He's got nice hair, doesn't he?
They look like they're 12.
Oh, old enough for me. Alright.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Alright, fair
Lewis
enough.
was born a year later.
Who's Lewis?
Brother.
Is that the one that went missing?
No.
Melvin?
That was Milton.
Okay, I gotta consult the family tree.
Lewis is her older brother. See?
Okay, yeah.
On the edge of the branch. Well, how am I keeping track of this better than you are?
Why is...
Not playing the fucking game.
My dad died. I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
So she came back there.
I feel like I would be like that way. If I lost a
I'm sure
significant
Edie was
other,
happy
I'd
to have her
be
back.
lost completely. Basil, sage, thyme, mint, Milton. Edith.
To see kids in the house
Which is
again.
you.
Notice how we're the only like living plant, even though it looks.
That plant is living.
Well, it's more alive than the rest. Fuck. Dawn.
Dawn is just a bunch of like fucking pots.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Okay,
So
so
what-
you're at the tippy top now. This is where like
Yeah.
it added on.
We're slowly making our way to the top. I feel excited, kind of. Also, look
I
at
like-
that water. See this water.
That's a beautiful view. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to live there.
I hate these chairs, though.
I mean, I have that chair outside my house right now, so except it's tan.
Not a
For a
fan.
while,
Oh, she's full
things were
house.
good. Almost normal.
Our family history. They're really obsessed with their family history, and I can understand it because it's fucking
Hey.
horribly sad.
So like she homeschooled the kids.
Yeah, it looks like it. Multiplication tables, never stop learning. This can this be opened? No. No. Okay. Fact or fiction? Okay. I like this window. That is a nice window.
Looks like an eye.
I like it. E to H, I to L. Okay, we can't pull that down.
But it didn't last.
Nope. It didn't last. Odin Finch, mystery, the cursed history. So look at the. Remember these? You know what? Like there is a point in time where you use these billboards that are like folding on the edge, and then you never use them again.
That's because it was like science fair.
Yeah, I know, but like they have a specific place in everybody's life, and then you never see them again.
Yeah, like mine was for the science fair.
Mine was for grade 8 science. It's kind of the same thing. We researched batteries.
We had the science fair every year, so like I think it was from like 4th grade all the way through like, well, I don't think we did it in 7th grade, so it was like 4th through 7th that we had the science fair.
There's Sanjay, and apparently relief efforts end in disaster. That can't be good.
No, that's probably how he died.
There's Sanjay.
Oh, she wrote a book.
Are we the little baby there?
Must be. No, you're the middle child. Milton's the baby.
Oh, when both the other kids look like boys.
I mean, you look like a boy then.
Alright, fair enough. To teach and to learn. Dawn Finch. Okay. What do these say? Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. So it's pretty much the way that we've been going through this game. Awesome. Let's open this. Oh, God.
The beginning of
Wendy.
the end was Milton's
Feelings.
10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
The beginning of the end was on Milton's 10th birthday when Edie gave him a castle.
This is Milton's castle? This is the end.
Yes.
No, it's not. There's up there.
Okay.
Milton. Oh, mustache. Sir Cardinal.
I miss him.
I love him.
Love him too.
I would bore his children.
I mean, I don't know if I would go that far.
I would go that far. I would go to the end of the world and back. Alright, I guess we have to break in.
Yeah, because I was really breaking in, opening up a window.
Whoever
Whoa,
was in
why
here
is there a
last
yellow footprint?
did a lot of painting. That's a painting of the door.
Dude, this room is super creepy.
This
I'm just
music
gonna.
is creepy as fuck.
Super creepy.
A ship with black balloons. Whoever this was an architect, I feel, kind of.
It's Milton.
He's an architect, right?
Who was 10.
But he was an architect while he was 10.
Yes, apparently.
Ooh, this is nice.
Okay, this is awesome. Well, Milton looks like awfully fucking old for 10-year-olds.
He looks like he's about to start a Burger King franchise. Alright, look at this. Ooh, paint. More paint. Oh, this is something. Historic American newspaper now available. It's a child. Okay. Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
I feel like I would give my right arm to have this view from this place.
Yeah, look at the view. It's ridiculous. I mean, he painted all over it like an asshole. But still. Alright, Milton, what you got going on? Let's get into this.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, I can't. Whoa. That's neat.
That's you.
It's a long paper book.
He painting himself painting this?
Yep. Oh, he's painting that door to another realm.
Oh,
he goes
disappeared.
And
He's a magician.
this is the guy that disappeared, right?
Yes.
I want to know more. Okay, I guess we won't.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
But where did he go? Where did he go? He was 11 years old, man.
Okay, wait, wait, you were the baby.
Yeah, I'm the baby, but yeah, oh God. Bill Cosby was here. Where did he go, though? I don't understand.
I don't know. Let's go back and look at the door.
We gotta go back home.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I feel like they're on an island, right? Like, how did it disappear like that? I don't understand.
But he painted the doors, so why would she seal it?
I don't know. What can I press on?
Nothing anymore.
I feel... Oh, no. I still feel like this guy is a mystery completely.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What did he find in the house? I mean, outside of the fact that our family is completely horrible. Like, at some point in time, we had John Cena dad, and everybody seemed to die
Mom definitely
horribly.
blamed Edie.
Hulk Hogan was our father.
I think Lewis blamed himself.
This part of the house is really... I like this part of the house. I like the architecture. They just gave
I
up.
feel like it's not very sturdy at all.
I feel like they just gave up. It was like, boat, house,
After he
fuck it.
graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh God, that's salmon.
It's the salmon, bro. Okay, should we go up this ladder first? Can we go up this ladder? Yep.
Yes.
Seat. Nothing.
Long way down.
Yeah, we gotta open this up. So strong.
I feel like for being 5.5 months pregnant, we should not be doing any of this.
I feel like we're in the worst place. Oh, look. He likes,
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Hookah?
Yeah. Is that though? I want to ingest you.
A bong?
No, it's not a bong. It's a hookah.
That's a hookah.
You're right. Ooh, he's very...
No. But like, doesn't a hookah have like 7 to 10 fucking things on it? Not just one?
It can have one. It can have more. Look, there's an opening over here to have two. Depending on how you build it, you can have multiple. But this is this Sanjay's kids? Because San Juan Ale, they embraced a bit more of their culture, I guess. You know.
This is her brother, her oldest brother.
Definitely a stoner. And he had a yoga ball, because why not? Also, he had a high school diploma. Lewis Finch. You gotta be proud of your accomplishments, man. That's all I gotta say. Let's see what he got here. Wonderland
Louis and I
Turbo.
spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Well, he's dead now in real life, so not a great thing to say.
Why does he have a yoga ball? Is this motherfucker pregnant?
Anytime you like see a depiction of somebody that's a stoner, for some reason they have a yoga ball. It's like they go hand in hand apparently. Dixie cups. He's got a 6-pack unopened. He's got pills. He's got a Jedi.
I feel like this guy is on the fucking fast track to rehab.
I feel like I like his room.
Like his room too, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright,
With the black light.
Black lights matter. Okay, let's look at his locker contents. Don Finch. Abortion papers. Oh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh shit.
Newly sober,
Glad he didn't go to fucking rehab.
Why is my hand bleeding?
Monotony of his daily life.
What is happening?
Because you're cutting fish.
He kept working at the cannery.
I'm allergic.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
He's gonna lose his hand.
His mind began to what?
Wander.
Wander.
Okay. I'm wondering. This seems like an absolutely terrible job. It seems like a job that doesn't need a human to interfere with it.
Right? He's gonna lose his hand.
No. Wait, I don't think so.
He's gonna lose his hand, I'm telling you.
No, bullshit. Do I have to do something else? Or did I just...
I don't know, but we're not getting anywhere.
Alright, maybe I'll just take this and do this bit. No, I didn't want to. I just want to put a... Okay. No.
Doesn't matter if you don't want to.
Okay. Well, he's staying there.
God, basement.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I can... oh, shit. I'm a person. Everything
I asked
changes.
him to describe it.
Okay,
He said
hold on.
he started small.
They're covering my screen. I can't allow that.
Oh wait, so you're just supposed to let him build up?
No, I have to get rid of some of them so that I can see the other side of the screen.
Oh.
So I can move this guy. It looks like a magician.
Imagining a labyrinth.
Alright, time to go back to fish cutting. God, I'm so allergic right now.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Bats?
Bats?
Batman! It's all coming together.
And
fuck?
things that have no
That thing.
names.
I don't
He knew
understand.
it was all in his head.
What? Okay.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Well.
But he found something more.
Oh my god, it's
I
3D
worried
now.
about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Tireless, focused,
Like a
serial
whole new
killer.
Lewis. So I let him go on.
Motherfucker is gonna lose his
I
hand.
even
I'm
encouraged
telling you, he's gonna die from it.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new
Dougie.
friend.
Oh. I got a doggy.
Oh, he's
On
schizophrenic.
the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Okay, this is he's
He built the
insane.
city up slowly, brick
Yeah,
by
he's
brick.
got schizophrenia.
Why are you playing drums?
I don't know, Facebook. You gotta throw that one
They were
away.
musicians.
Let me hold on to my fish. Oh, look at these guys. Yeah, it's me. I was
and
born to
songs
do
for them to
this.
play.
Oh man, I feel kind of like
Talked about
a
starting a band.
celebrity.
Charting a
always
band?
hiding something.
Celebrity.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Yep. Fish. Oh, the king of the fish kills.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Goddamn right it was.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
No.
So he could do whatever he wished.
Oh.
He's gonna gangbang somebody.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Dude, this guy's
Super Mario.
crazy.
Yep. Get out of my way,
But
blobs
his mind was
of
already
mankind.
wandering.
And this is
It
how we
became a
die.
game for him.
Oh, come on.
Oh god, now he's sailing. Okay.
I'm not ready for this. As in able or willing.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Yeah, throw it. You don't have to cut fish and drive this boat at the same time. This is not.
St. Louis.
This is not kosher.
He started drifting away
I
from
can't
our
be
reality.
drinking and driving. No, turn!
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
And he lived in the cannery.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
He seems like he needs a. No, bitch. Listen, I gotta cut heads. That's my life. I gotta cut heads and throw fish. And avoid rocks.
Turn.
Oh, you like that?
In
one?
Lewisburg, he heard rumors
That
of
was
a
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Beautiful Prince. No, Beautiful Prince! Yay!
It's
beautiful prince.
Queen.
Yay!
It's gay pride colors. It's gay pride colors. This is amazing. This is amazing.
The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant Rainbows?
Rainbows.
Oh, darn bitch! Okay, I did it. Last second.
radiant rainbows.
He was the gayest motherfucker alive. Oh no, how do I
You
go
missed the
back?
rainbow.
I can't.
She just pushed it over.
That's how I live my life.
He followed the sound of his
Huge penis. Electric sitar, yes. For sure. Playing the
electric sitar.
I'm so good at playing it.
Get rid of the fish.
I can't, it's so hard. Why is this fish thing still going on? I can't.
His chase
be part
led
of
him
this.
to a golden palace east of the sun and
thank
west
God.
of the moon.
Death. Yeah.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh God, more
Okay,
fish.
stop with the fish, man. Can we stop with the
The world
fish?
was all in his imagination.
There's too
Dude, he
much
can't see the
fish.
cutter yet. I'm telling you, he's gonna cut his arm off.
No, he's lost in his own brain where he is the
That's what I'm
king.
saying. But
But he
that's
was
what
so
I'm
proud
saying.
of
Like,
having
he's
created
cutting
it.
fish while he's doing it.
What? I can't. Oh, yeah. Eat
In
it,
his
bitch.
own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I don't think this is a depiction of anybody that's a human being.
It is if you're schizophrenic.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
So he became successful in his
And
own
Lewis
mind
struggled.
and he couldn't handle
But
it.
the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I love how you just gotta keep on fucking cutting fish.
My imagination.
You have this
is as
beautiful
real as
scenery
my
behind
body.
you, and you just gotta keep on cutting
I
fucking
don't
fish.
know if
It's
this
hard to
game
argue
is
with him.
brilliant or.
I really like it. It's got a
I
great
know.
line.
It is.
What the
fucking,
fuck?
Yeah, that is. not
There's a
good.
blood on the
How did
floor.
I end up here? This seems bad. This seems like really bad. I feel like this game is actually really good.
Yeah, it's got a good storyline.
Considering I just-
Are you in a hospital?
it seems like it. No, this is where I work, and
Okay. Why is there pools of blood? Did he kill everybody at work?
I own a Nintendo Switch, and a lot of paraphernalia.
Began to
Psychedelic
forget
shit.
the world we know.
And this is the world he knew. It's fucking horrible.
Okay, basement. You wanna know the upside?
I would die
Or-
here in 10 seconds.
You wanna know the upside? At least you don't have to cut fish anymore.
Well, this is the stark reality of what I've been doing.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, because it's absolutely atrocious.
In blood everywhere. Are those? Oh no, those fish.
Dead
Thought those
fish.
are bodies at first.
He
My
began to
friend.
despise the man with a royal contempt.
Finch or Fince.
That's him.
Is that me?
That's you.
Yeah. Look, I'm not even fucking actually doing anything. Oh my god, look at him. He has completely lost everything. Let's
I
go
still
up
thought
into-
I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder,
He was 100% lost.
the palace would be packed with his companions.
This game is legit genius.
It kind of is.
Look at these guys. Look at that guy.
He looks like, what the fuck is that guy's name
Oh.
in Big Hero 6? Baymax. He looks like Baymax.
It's a big cat.
Wise Calico, who'd insisted on advising him.
How does nobody have a fucking face?
The cat does. Molly, the cat.
What? Why does the cat have a face and then none of the humans
Wasn't
do?
Molly the name of the girl that
Yeah.
was a cat?
Well, she thought she wrote stories that she was a cat.
Man, this game, I think I could like. It might be. I think we're like getting close to the end of the actual game, but like it's almost worth a replay just because of all the.
I feel like there's probably a lot more stuff that we probably missed.
But also like the Easter eggs they put in every scene. It might be like 2.5 hours long or whatever, but they definitely put the work into those 2.5 hours. God. I feel like this is gonna end in his death, which is such a weird way to look at it.
Right.
Let's assault him.
Bend down his head.
That is definitely.
Oh my god.
Come on. Come on.
Did he chop his own fucking head off?
I'm thinking he did because Jesus, this is fucked. I don't want to do it
I
really.
mean, this is like pretty fucked up. You have to like put your head there.
Yep. got my crown first.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
I mean...
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Wait, you're missing Odin.
Okay, I don't think. Maybe it'll reveal itself now that we're at the end.
Yeah, we're missing Odin, Edie, and Sven.
Sanjay, we don't really have a lot going on. I don't know who Kay is. Maybe we can't really get them. I don't know. But
I don't know. And we don't have our South on there either. But then again, we're not dead, so.
That one to me was like.
Or no, like we do have our South, but Dawn, our mom, we don't have on there either. So like, I don't think that we're done.
I know, but like that one
was pretty impactful
for me. Like, I've been playing this game for like 2 hours. That was impactful for me, man. That was fucking. It was weird as fuck, but like still.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
I guess he was
I'm
the
not
last
sure if
straw.
she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Apparently.
Alright. Let's get into it.
I wish we'd stayed.
We still don't know about this missing kid, right?
But I understand why we left.
I understand why you left too. I would leave a long time ago.
Right? I would have never came back.
Yeah, we've got Edith, Mom, OD.
Odin.
In loving memory of Lewis Finch.
So you must be in your mom's.
To 2010.
They must be in your mom's room.
Yeah, it's not good.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
That's why it looked like everybody just vanished from the house. It was like, I've had enough, I must leave. But it also feels like a lot of their family dealt with a lot
What
of
are those
mental issues. This is Sanjay.
Yeah.
Sanjay Kumar.
What are those books though?
To teach,
that's
to learn, Don Finch. Who
that's
knows if they were ever very successful. And then they have this one. Oh God, you have called your servants. You have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden, through perils unknown. Give us faith to go with your good courage, not knowing where we go, but only what your hand is leading us, and your, I can't read that, supporting us. Love supporting us? Through Jesus Christ our Lord, amen. Okay. I have to imagine Sanjay wasn't really like a devout Christian. He could have been. We never know.
Why does Sanjay look like the kid from that movie with the tiger?
It's important to note that Sanjay was a disaster relief worker. So I expect a lot more
night
sadness.
had been coming for a long time.
What happened? What night?
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Okay, Edith.
Here we go. In our own room. We got little bears. This is a cool fucking room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay. Backpack. We can't really do anything except for look at this.
Heather.
Edith Finch. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she hasn't written.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together." and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very specific.
Cheers,
I left
Grandma.
a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
All right. I don't know.
The
what
power had
this
been
is.
shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Why would you seal the library?
That's what you wanted to seal.
I mean, you would think that that would be the one place that you would want your kids to have access to.
I felt like the whole house is a library.
It's true.
Like the sheer amount of books
Thing
everywhere.
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
What thing am I afraid of?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't go that far.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
She used to sleep here in the middle of a fucking library. From cove to stove.
Reading cookbooks.
Look what she's got up here though. What is this? Odin.
Okay, that's a little fucking weird.
Alright, let's see what she's got going on here. The history of the Finches.
This is what we've been looking for, isn't it?
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh my god, I'm experiencing it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
How the tide brought the house back?
No, she was born on the night that that old house sank.
No, I think it looks like it's been sank for a while. I feel like the
Oh,
tide
yeah, you're
went
right.
out, and we gotta make our way to the old
Yeah,
house.
the tide went out so you could actually get to the house.
God, it smelled awful.
Why would it smell
I've
awful?
seen that house every day of my life.
Waterfronts actually smell pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
But I
not
never
like
thought
awful
I'd go
bad.
back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
No, I can't figure this out. It's a white screen. I see
Well,
absolutely
it's
nothing.
fog, so she lost her way.
I turn around. Do I just turn around?
I started seeing things.
Deer. The deer killed Sam. Well, not killed Sam, but Sam died in a hunting accident.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
I'm starting to feel like she wrote this while she was on her deathbed or something, because
Thinking so. It's like Titanic. She went back to Titanic.
Jewel of the
Things
Ocean.
I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
What?
It's
Who's
mine.
this person?
Edith. Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
What was?
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
No.
Okay.
No.
She didn't get to read it.
What? I'm in a car.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, this is before. That's when we left her.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Okay, so Edie died that night.
After that, we moved around a lot.
I always felt like moving around for a kid is very difficult.
Yeah.
We both tried to make the best of it.
I love how the fucking text moves with it.
Right.
I'm moving the
A
hand.
few years went by.
What's that? What's it saying? I want to know.
Do you have to like blow it or like shake it really fast?
My mom didn't like to talk about it.
I'll just keep hammering it. Hammer down.
She started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Mom got sick.
Oh, Mom's got the same thing. Look at her arm.
Yep, Don Finch. Liver spots.
She got better for a while. And then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Okay.
Until I found out about you.
Baby.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Why?
I just want
We
to
haven't
meet
figured
you
anything
and
out.
tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
What? Are we getting born?
I don't understand what's happening.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I
the
won't
baby's
be there
born.
to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
What?
I want you
Wait,
to be
she's dead.
amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
But how did she die? Did she die during childbirth?
1917.
1999 to 2017. How did she
sorry.
die though?
Did the house kill her? And what about the story that Great Grandma Edie was telling us? And why does the house look so much different now?
No,
That's
no.
the end?
Surely Dallas.
I mean,
I'll give you a clap. Because the game had a lot of intricacies, but I'm sure I need to actually Google why I'm confused.
I'm so fucking confused right now.
How did she die though? Was there
I don't-
inklings of her being gonna be dead?
No, she wasn't like, she was perfectly fine.
But
And
is
why
it
didn't
because she went back to the house just has the inkling for killing people?
I don't know, but why didn't we get to finish Grandma Edie's story?
Did she know she was gonna die?
I don't
My
know.
question is, okay, I have like a suspicion
No,
that
because
there was some sort of like...
she didn't know she was going to die, because at the end she said that she hoped that the baby never saw this journal because she wanted to tell the baby herself. But
I
she
feel
said,
like-
if you're reading this, then something happened.
I feel like there was some sort of like disease. Oh, I love how they put like the people that were involved in it, their kids' pictures. That's pretty cool. I feel like if there was some sort of disease that plagued the family, because we only saw like even the 10-year-old girl with these like liver spots in her arms, and the person we're playing didn't we couldn't see their arms. They had those arm warmers on. So maybe she already knew she was sick with whatever that was. Maybe we missed it. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know.
I don't. I have no idea, but I'm so fucking confused right now.
I mean, I actually really enjoyed the game. I just don't know what to think at the end. It just like nothing made sense, kind of with dogs.
Well, okay, so I'm assuming that the family plague or the family curse got her, but I just don't understand how. Because one minute we're at the house, and then also the next minute we're going down a tunnel. Obviously, it's the baby being born, and then we're dead.
I'm sure like smarter people than myself will tell me because that's what I rely on.
The fuck is the name of this game?
What Remains of Edith Finch. Look it up right now. And
I'm looking it up right now.
If you can find out the answer, then let's please discuss it while this is going on. Some cute kids. This guy is a cowboy.
Okay. So let's see here.
I thought it was magnificent. I thought it was a great game for being 2 hours long. I just I'm lost in some respects.
Okay. Okay, so that doesn't tell me anything. All right. Okay, what remains of Edith Finch explained? Okay. Edith Finch's ending. Let's read this. Okay. It says... Let me see. Okay, so it says... they're going to start at the very ending. You forced me to talk about the part I liked least right away, blah, blah, blah. It's two people talking.
Alright, should we do like a separate video where we're talking about this actual game? Because I'm considerably lost and I would like to read this as well. Plus, like, the game video went on for pretty much... Well, this is an hour and a half. The one before was almost an hour, so... I'm going to end it here. Check it out. Check it out. Nothing of what I said was English. Check out our response to what the fuck we just played.
It was a great game, but I just don't understand.
We're gonna research a little bit and we'll be back. But I enjoyed it. I gotta say, even though it was a walking simulator, I was down. It had me the whole time. And we'll come back with a bit more information, I assume. I don't know.
Yeah. I was so confused.
You and me both. All right. Good night and goodbye.
Good night. Or day, whatever you're...
I never sleep. Horny Goat here after our Edith Finch playthrough, and we're trying to make sense of everything that's going on. Okay, I got Gina J on the line. She actually might have hit the mother lode of information. I know absolutely nothing except for the fact that I played through the game, so I know a bit. But we're going to start with the family tree here, okay? So Edie, number 1, 1917 to 2010. She lived for a hell of a long time. What do you got to say about her? Mm-hmm. Was she the one that like sealed off the rooms, or was that somebody else? Okay, okay. And what is the like the what technically is the curse? Do we really know? Mm-hmm. All right, I could buy into that, especially for some of them. I mean, if we move on, like, do you know anything about Odin? Do we ever really know anything about Odin? Like, we know the bare minimum, and if you watch the playthrough, you'll know what we know about Odin. Sam, I don't think so. I think Milton's death is a supernatural representation of suicide. Oh yeah, sorry, I thought that was Lewis. I guess yeah, never heard of it. Uh, Yeah. Well, I mean, I will have a point to say about that later. Like, as we start off, okay, so Edie is done. We've touched on some of the end of the tree. Walter, I think, had a very terrible fate. I think he was like a guy that thought in like the world is ending. I must live in a bunker. Yeah, it was self-inflicted paranoia off of like something that would have happened during his time frame in terms of life. Uh, he was interesting and outlier to me because he kind of didn't fit with the rest, where it was like kind of taking me out of that mold. Because he'd lived for so long, and like I said during the playthrough, I'm like, I can't I just like I can't fathom living underground in a bunker for that long without any proof of what happened above ground. You know, it's also like for her, he died when he was 6. He might have lived for very long after that, but didn't live in her life. I would honestly have to replay the game at this point. There's a lot of information packed into about a 3 hour game to actually ingest it all. It's extremely difficult. I wasn't lost, but parts of what I took in didn't come to anything. And after hearing like explanation about certain characters, it'll help. But hmm well, I, yeah, I feel like she was locked in her room. I feel like the locked in her room thing was it doesn't really like feel right with the family we're talking about. But if somebody had locked her in her room, I think I feel like she ate something she shouldn't have because she was always harping on about being hungry. Yeah, she ate everything. She ate everything. She definitely poisoned herself through food, but why the reason? She also had a lock on her door, which strikes me as weird. That's that's yeah, but that's also yeah. I threw that away as just like another excuse for her to eat things that she shouldn't be eating. By imagining she's not a fucking human being. It's like, well, if sharks can eat this, or if this can eat that, then I'll eat it. But the thing is, like, Barb's storyline to me was intriguing, but like done in a way where it kind of took me out of the storyline. But if you look deep into it, it being her being killed by an intruder, probably like fan based because she was like, yeah, yeah, yep. I think it was like a fan or a group of fans because they kind of alluded to like her being like, "Oh, surprise! It's a group of monsters. It's a surprise party." But like, I feel like that would have been like maybe a group of people that were just like fans that also had the worst intentions, and they killed her horribly. But I will give this game credit where when I played Barbara's storyline, I was like, this is just it's Tales from the Crypt. I knew they adopted from it for the storyline. And I knew we both said it was kind of like corny or whatever, but like they made light of like one of the worst fucking things that happened to anybody in this family. Realistically, if you're gonna be assaulted and killed by a bunch of people that shouldn't be there, so we look at Molly. I think it was accidental, self-inflicted death. Barbara, she was actually murdered. She was actually murdered. Calvin, uh, it was self-inflicted, accidental death. It's accidental death. It's accidental. 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 hmm I mean, it's also like you kill a deer. Yeah, he was reckless. It's still accidental. It's always going to be ruled as accidental, but like, still he was reckless. Walter, he just the worst of all fates. Live underground forever, and then 30 years later, oh, the world is fine. Train immediately obliterates you. So I don't know. Out of all of these guys, I say Walter had the worst. And then actually, I think Barbara. I think Barbara might have had the worst. Actually, I think Walter because just like all of those years of being by yourself will make you go insane. And Barbara was second. The rest kind of accidental. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I felt like Lewis's storyline was one of the best in the fucking game. It was absolutely great. You know why I loved his storyline so much is because as playing it, it's like Lewis always imagined himself in a kingdom or whatever, but the whole time the game forces you to do this monotonous task of throwing away fish. Like even when you're playing as him in like his perceived kingdom, you're still doing his job that he loses the ability to do mentally. Like you're always you and it forces you to because the fish keep falling down, you keep decapitating you keep throwing them, no matter what happens in the storyline, no matter how fantastical it gets, you're always doing that. And that is masterful storytelling right there. The way that they did that is great. I hated doing it. It's just like he probably did in the idea of the game, but the fact that they did that during like his like that whole scenario Lewis's whole scenario was probably it's one of the fucking that's great. That's it's super sad, but it's great storytelling. Hmm. It's open ended. I have no idea what really happened to Milton. He was 11 years old, but I have no idea what happened to him. That's the problem. Hmm. If we saw it, they didn't log it. So otherwise, we missed something, or we just will never know. I mean, Edith died. I'm gonna assume in childbirth. Yeah, Milton as well. He just disappeared. Well, I mean, we saw the spots on Molly's arms. Really, yeah. She might have eaten something, but those spots, it kind of looked like liver spots. It could have been something else. Who knows? And there's gotta be a reason Edith's fucking wearing fucking forearm warmers to the whole game. Yeah, no, that's like I feel like they. I mean, we're looking at the 1930s. I'm pretty sure they locked her in her room just because they knew something was wrong with her and she was just not taken care of properly and started eating shit. Um, Okay, so you look at this whole family tree that we've got going on. Who were your top three characters during this playthrough? Hmm. I think it's because of. I feel bad. I feel bad for Sam actually, because they kept that fucking room the same forever. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was the uncle that died unfortunately, but like he had a terrible life beforehand. So you got Lewis, and then who else? Yeah, that was such a fucking. And this game does a great job of like having very little time to prove its content, but the content and the weight of it is like I'm playing as a fucking baby's toys in his bath and he dies. That's fucking. Well, I mean, I feel like it has worth to it. Definitely, it could have 100% happened. I just don't. Who set up the whole house? Was it grandma or mom? Siliconed off the doors and shit. All right. Well, I mean, I could see if she put like things in place to be like this. I can learn about your past. I mean, she learned all about her past and then just died. Fuck. Huh? I don't remember how it went, but it was basically I don't know if this is a curse or just the history of our family. I mean, I wouldn't after playing the game, I wouldn't say it's a curse. If anything, I think it's just bad. It's just bad luck. Yep, and I agree with that 100%. I would say though, if I have to like rank the characters and their deaths, and I guess playing through them, Lewis is definitely number one because that was done masterfully. Like, man, like he was just doing a menial job and he lost all sense of doing it. And he got to a point where he was thinking in his mind that it was some sort of fucking grandiose shit. And the end of like the base reward of him doing a menial job, living a menial life, was suicide. And it was like done in such a way that was just like I it gets you to think about how people think about wanting to kill themselves. So I'll give them like kudos for that. Mhm. But also, I love the fact that like you enter his magical world and you've got all these people, for lack of a better term, cheering you on. None of them have faces. They're all just blank structures of a construct of his mind, and everybody is loving him. And he's finally gets to the throne, and the throne is a guillotine, and it's just like, holy fuck. So Lewis is definitely, yep, yep. It's messed up, but it's goddamn brilliant for that. So for that, Lewis is probably my favorite in terms of how they worked his storyline into it. I would say I kind of want to put Sam and Calvin together because that's how you meet them. You meet them in a room they shared, and both of them died at completely different times in their lives. But uh, I mean, if I had to put who I would think was the most memorable, um, I I gotta go kind of with Barbara. Yeah, it's the same thing as Lewis, where they used a trope to get her death over, and it wasn't really about. It was more about the what was not being told in the story, or the story they were kind of actually telling with tropes. Hmm. And she was a kid, right? But then you look around her room and you see every single one of those things. It's like, hmm I mean, in Molly's respect, I kind of feel like she was like I might be totally wrong, but I kind of feel like she was sick, which is kind of why her family was locking her in there and doing shit with her. Like, why else would they lock her in a room? It's the 1930s. It's the 1930s. But this is the beginning of the curse, potentially. So Edie made the decision to lock Molly in her room, pretty much. She's like, I mean, I'd love to see that a bit more like fleshed out, but I also feel real bad for Walter because, like, I look at like so many things could happen that are horrible to the world, but living in a bunker for so long that you didn't need to live in a bunker for, you go crazy. I think people without like human interaction, I give them a couple years before you go insane. Yep. Hmm. Gregory was a terrible death. This whole family tree is terrible. Like, it's not good. I mean, but if I had to pick a top three, Lewis number one, Barbara probably number two, and Walter I guess is my number three. Who's your number two? But you know what? I love games or like movies in general that kind of use like we're not gonna like Barbara's whole thing was very like trivialized, but you knew there was something more to it. It wasn't just a fucking comic book. We were watching it, and we were both saying, "Oh, it's Tales from the Crypt. It's this, it's that." But like you look back on it, and even when I was watching it, I'm like, I know they're trying to prove a point, but I need to see it again to get that point. I don't know. It was the Barbara storyline was definitely sad. Lewis's was heartbreaking to me. Like, Lewis's was really bad. Most of the storylines were very sad, but Lewis's was super sad. I can't look at him holding that fish. But okay, so Gina, we're done this game. This game was pretty quick. What do you give this if you had to rate it out of 10? I mean, I don't like things that don't have endings. I also am not a huge fan. Well, you know what? I'm actually like a closeted fan, I guess, but things I have to research because I'm not the smartest. But I give this game a solid 8.2. It was quick. It was to the point. I was never bored. I wanted to finish it as soon as I started it. So, um, yeah, solid. I mean, we got a couple. We don't really have a couple more like this to play. I don't think we can do it in like one sitting, but we got a couple more solid games to play. We got Batman if it ever loads up. Oh, fucking Batman, fucking PlayStation. I'll figure out a way for it to work, but we also got other games like that that'll be fun to play. If everybody out there enjoyed this, I guess review, kind of. I don't know what it was. Yeah, a summarization of Edith Finch. what we what we thought of Edith Finch is what it's gonna be called. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, and you enjoyed the commentary about myself, Gina, Heather for some time, and Bobbit when he was alive. Trek was live for a bit. If you did enjoy it, leave a comment and suck my dick. I mean,